everyone, this is Pure Intention Tarot back with another yes or no reading and explanations included with the yes or no that you get. If you're not familiar with pick a card readings, go ahead and pick a pile that resonates the most with you. The timestamps for those particular piles are listed below. You can skip ahead if you want. Otherwise, this is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. Go ahead and meditate on the question that you want to ask. We're going to go ahead and get the answer to that question. We'll also get an explanation behind that answer, whether it's what you were looking for or what you weren't looking for. So without further ado, we will go ahead and get started with pile number 1's reading. So if you chose pile number 1, this is your reading. We're going to go ahead and jump right in and see if the answer to your question is yes or no. And we'll get some guidance on why the answer is what it is. Okay, so this answer is a no right away. Okay, and let's look at kind of the reasoning behind this. Again, I don't know if you guys were hoping for a no or if you were hoping for a yes, but either way, we're going to kind of get in and take a look and see what's going on. First thing that I notice is that you guys have a lot of major arcana cards here. So we have the moon, we have the devil, okay? And then we have death, and then lastly we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so immediately what I'm getting kind of is almost like a foolish energy around this no. I don't know, maybe if that has to do with a particular person that might be describing their characteristics. This might be a way that you're handling a situation, might be kind of in a more foolish manner, but I think that the no is, serving your highest good. I think that you guys are in a position right now where you need to kind of wake up and kind of see what's surrounding you. Things aren't always what they appear to be. I'm really getting like a heavy calling with this devil card. I think that even if I tell, this is geared towards those of you who wanted a yes, but you got a no here. I think even me maybe telling you this no it's like, I don't want to believe that, which is fine. You can take what you want in terms of any reading. But I think that the bigger question here is what's keeping you veiled from looking at the answer that you're getting here. I think overall this is you guys need to be looking at some sort of transition within yourself. And I think that's called even whether this was the answer you were looking for or not. I think that there is, I'm almost getting like a careless, carefree kind of energy right now. And I don't necessarily think that that's a good thing. I think that that type of energy can be really good at some points, but I'm definitely seeing that there needs to be some sort of transition in the way that you guys are handling things in your physical world. And what I mean by that is, either how you're handling your money, how you're handling, taking care of yourself. I'm getting like a real clear message with, this Knight of Pentacles and the Devil and Death. I'm kind of stuck on the moon, so I'm going to pull another card just from Tarot and kind of see from my Tarot deck. Spirit, can you clarify this moon card? What is this moon card about? Okay, so we have the Ten of Cups. So I think some transition that you guys are needing to see is in the physical world, but it's also within yourselves. I think maybe some of you almost might be a little overindulgent right now. And again, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Yeah, there's something that you guys need to change. I'm not getting a ton of outside energy. Even with this Devil card here, I'm not getting a ton of outside energy, like anybody outside of you is looking to like spite you or be nasty or negative, or they're being like oh gosh, like obsessive, or nothing negative like that. I think this is within your guys' own energy. And I think some of you guys are realizing this. You're like, yeah, I have been feeling a little overindulgent. It's almost like a balancing. Like I think there's some balancing that needs to happen. Whether or not, again, this was the answer that you're looking for. This is the only part of general readings that I don't like, because I know that some of you guys will know what I'm talking about. I just wish you could expand on it a little bit more in terms of particulars. But if this resonates with you, you're going to know what I'm talking about. You're going to have a feeling. It's going to be the first thing that comes up. It's going to be in your mind. You're going to get that feeling in your gut. So trust yourself. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's pull some energy cards here from the Oracle deck and kind of see what we're getting in terms of, maybe some energy within yourselves that you're needing to kind of work on, to fix. Spirit, can you give us some energy surrounding whatever situation or whatever mindset this is that needs to change? This one jumped right out. So we have the second chakra, Archangel Ariel. You guys, I hate giving out kind of like nasty negative messages sometimes, but this is just kind of what's coming out. I'm almost getting like a smugness, and that's not like, I'm not trying to attack anyone or make anyone like feel bad or anything, but I get the need for some balance here. Like, even if this is like like you accomplished something, and you're feeling really good, that is great, celebrate that, but remember to kind of balance that out with some humility, okay? Then we have this man holding a coin. Okay, so I do think this has to do again with, some of your some sort of accomplishment, something that you're either trying to attain or you have attained. There's this kind of just this really almost like, I don't know how else to say it, like almost like a smug energy. We're gonna grab some from this Prism Oracle too. Oh, that one wanted to pop right out. Protection we have here. Let's get some more. Let's see what else we got popping out. Spirit, what other messages can we get here? A little guidance on this. This man holding a coin. Protection card. Spirit, what is this protection card about? Surrender and pain. Yeah, I'm again, like I'm getting like a really almost like a mixed message here. Like I'm getting that there's a decent chunk of you that aren't wanting to accept this answer or what I'm saying, and I'm not really sure why your no is telling me that you need to look at where you are in life right now and the transitions that you're going through and how things are being handled, but that's just the message that's coming through. Let's go ahead and see if we can get any advice that's coming out. I think that if you maybe aren't accepting this transition or accepting that things aren't what you thought they were, I think there's the potential for a lot of pain here. And I think this is Spirit saying, you can either, kind of surrender and protect yourself, or you can kind of not, surrender to the divine, and you can have some pain, some issues from this. Spirit, what advice do we have for those who picked pile number 1 and the no that they got? I never like giving these messages that have kind of a negative connotation to them. So Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. So whatever this means to you, in terms of, if you're a spiritual being, maybe if you need to look at some judgments that you're placing. Normally with this card, I get a heavier like, hey, look to your guides, look to this, look to that, but I'm getting more of like a like a judgment. Like, be mindful of the judgments that you're putting out. Balance yourself out. Balance out some of these emotions and things that you have been feeling and projecting. Balance them out with something else, with the opposite. Okay, that's the biggest message that I'm getting from the divine for you. And I'm not really sure why, but you guys will know. If this message resonates with you, you'll know. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here for pile number 1. If you want to stick around for other piles, if you have other questions, you're more than welcome to, or if you resonated with another pile. If you liked this reading, please like, comment, subscribe. My message is, or excuse me, my email is down in the description box if you guys are interested in personal readings. I do personal readings for donations only. I don't have a set price. I don't think that that's right for me. It's not something that I want to do. So we do not do that. Otherwise, thank you guys for coming and have a blessed day. We're going to go ahead and get started with pile number 2's reading here. So if you guys chose pile number 2, this is your reading. We're going to go ahead and jump right in to the answer to your question, whether it is yes or no. We'll just find out right now. Okay, so we have had this before. So this is a yes that is going to turn into a no, which is why I read this way. So initially your answer is going to be yes, but at some point it's going to be turning into a no. And let's kind of look at the energy surrounding these cards and what you need to hear, whether that is a good or a bad thing for you. Let's go ahead and find out what that's all about. I think this is a lot about self-love. There's some sort of like, I think this yes might be turning into a no because of some sort of conflict that you guys have, some sort of betrayal that's coming, that you guys, you're not going to see it's coming. And it's not going to be something that is small. It's going to appear like it's not a big deal, but it's going to become a big deal. And I'm getting that once it becomes the big deal is when this is going to turn into a no. Okay. And typically this 8 of Swords, this betrayal, this is somebody that you know or something close to you. So this is something very, very close knit to you. Okay. Having said that though, you guys do have the Empress as your main energy here. So if you want to turn this around either from a yes to a no or a no to a yes or whatever the case may be, you have the ability to do that, okay? Remember who you are. You know, you're in this Empress energy. Remember that, okay? Don't ever, 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 ever forget that you are the Empress here, okay? With whatever person or situation you're dealing with, that you're asking this question about, don't forget that you're the Queen. You have the power here. This is your life. You create it. Everything, the universe, everything is within you, okay? Yeah, whatever this situation is, there's going to be some sort of situation, some drama, some type of betrayal, even if it's just a tiny like betrayed feeling. You know, you get in a fight with a family member and like you're like, oh, how could they do that? And you're pissed off and you swear you're never going to talk to them, and then 2 days later you guys are talking again and you're fine, right? But that's going to be what happens before this turns, okay? Before this turns from your yes into your no. And that could be the cause of it turning into a no, or that could just be the situation that happens before this question turns into a no, if that makes sense. So it might not necessarily, this conflict might not be the cause of this no, but it's going to be the event surrounding when this is going to turn into a no. So that can help you better prepare for when this turns into a no, if that's not what you're wanting, okay? Yeah, you guys are gonna feel, you're gonna feel some sort of betrayal, some sort of betrayal is gonna happen. You're gonna feel some sort of way about it, but you're gonna get right back into your energy, this Empress energy, very quickly. There's some people who may not like it. They may be watching you, paying attention to what you're doing, but you're going to come out on top, whether this is, again, a good situation or a bad situation. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to pull some energy cards around this. See if we can get maybe some energy around this answer. Yeah, see what I was saying earlier? This blossoming abundance card came right out. This goes great along with the Empress. Okay, so remember, everything happens in divine timing. So whether this is what you wanted or what you didn't want, you're going to have this abundance either way. Okay, either way. So try not to worry too much if this was not a good setting for you. And if it was, then great. This is even more, you know, evidence that this is what needs to happen. So don't be too freaked out if it is a yes and then turns into a no. Spirit, what other energy can we get around pile number 2's reading here around this situation that's going to turn from a yes to a no? You guys, some of you guys either DM me or comment me and tell me, you know, whether this is something you were looking for or you weren't looking for. I'm always curious. Like, I want to know, like, oh, is this something that you wanted to hear that you didn't want to hear? Is this a good thing, a bad thing? Ooh, yin and yang. Okay, so we have the perfect balance here. This is happening for a reason. This is all divinely planned. So either way, again, whether this is good or bad, just know that this is divinely planned and that how this answer is turning out here is going to bring you a lot of abundance, okay? Spirit, can we get any more energy cards? Energy messages for pile number 2. Oops, that one's wanting to kind of keep popping at me. See, door to value, okay? So don't sweat it. All right, that's my biggest takeaway from this reading is do not sweat it. Don't worry about it. If this was something you didn't want, if it's something you did want, then even better. Still don't sweat it. I'm going to go ahead, for those of you who this reading is kind of not what you were wanting to hear, we're going to go ahead and pull some, you know, maybe some advice, kind of how to get out of this, what you need to work on. And even, you know, for those of you who this was something good for you, let's just go ahead and see if we can find something that's going to help you guys along with that abundance. Either way, pile number 2, you're going to be all right. All right, Spirit, let's get a message for pile number 2. What message do you have? Let's get a message from the divine, from your spirit guides. What message do we have for those that chose pile number 2? All right, we're going to go ahead and pull from the top of the deck here. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Okay. We're going to go ahead and grab one more here. Guys, I think that this conflict that might be coming up, even if it has nothing to do with why your answer turns into a no, I think that this is something to do with how you guys are handling a situation or handling something with somebody close to you. So take that for what it is, and maybe kind of look, instead of seeing on the outside what this person is doing or this situation is doing, maybe see what you can change yourself, whether that's your mindset, you know, the way you talk, the way you think, the way you act. That's the biggest kind of advice that I have. Inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Okay, so maybe think about what feels right. Okay, try not to act suddenly. Try to focus on what feels right, what feels good, what feels like the appropriate thing to do. Okay, that is all I have for pile number 2. If you guys want to stick around for another reading, you're more than welcome to pick another pile. Otherwise, if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. If you are interested in a personal reading, I do those on donation basis only. I do not have a set price. I don't believe in that, and I don't want to do that. So if you are interested in that, you can always email me. Otherwise, peace, love, and light. And we're going to go ahead and get started with pile number 3's reading. And if you want to check out pile number 3's answer, you are more than welcome to stay along here. All right, so if you chose pile number 3, this is your reading. We're going to go ahead and jump right in and see if your answer is a yes or a no. All right, so we have got another one that has flipped here. Okay, so the answer to your question right now and the energy you're in right now is a no. It is going to turn into a yes. And as I was saying that, Spirit was telling me that that is going to happen fairly quickly. Okay, so let's look at your, reading your energy surrounding the answer to that. Okay, why is this going to turn from a no into a yes, and kind of what's going on? Immediately, the first thing that I'm getting is that there's a need to go back and kind of look at doing things the right way and doing things correctly. I'm not sure what that means to you guys because I don't know exactly what your question is. But that's the biggest thing that is jumping out. You guys are working on something, trying to create something, trying to make something happen. You can do that. However, to get, and this is for those of you that are looking for this to turn into a yes, to get that to turn into the yes, that's what needs to happen. You need to go back and look at doing things a different way, a more either traditional way, a more moral way, if that makes sense for some of you, a more old school type of way. Maybe look to advice from some people who have been in this situation like you before. Either if you know somebody in business, okay, this is really specific and random. If you guys have a mom who's in business, that's the biggest energy I was pulling out. I see like a mom in kind of like business attire. So for those of you who resonate with that, or it can be a motherly figure, go ahead and speak with them about this. For those of you who are not wanting this to turn into a yes, I always take the information as that this is going to be a situation, what is going to be surrounding your situation before it turns into this yes, is going to be there's going to be some, I hate to say this, there's going to be some sort of backstabbing, and I don't like saying that because I had that in another pile. Some sort of backstabbing that happens by somebody who, I don't know that they're necessarily close to you, but there's somebody who does things by the book, so it's going to be kind of a shock, but it's not something that you're not going to get over, okay? I think for some of you this has to do with financial situation, and if it's not, there's going to be some money involved. Oof. Yeah, there's going to be some money involved, and I think there might be some issue behind that. So bear with me for just a second. I'm going to pull some energy cards around this money situation. For those of you who there's the possibility for money to be involved, okay? Spirit, can we get some energy around this money situation? What's going on with this? For some of you, you have been working on this, whatever this situation is. This is something you've been working on for a while. I'm getting a really strong urge right now to tell you to kind of watch your back. And I'm not really sure why. Kind of watch your back. Be careful. What is with this negative kind of energy that I'm picking up right now? Spirit, can you help clarify what is going on with pile number 3, with this situation, with the struggle that is happening with pile number 3? Okay, we got 3 cards that wanted to pop out here, so let's see what they are. So we have this 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. We have Door to Spirit. Oh, we actually got 4 cards that popped out here. Door to Spirit, Indecision, and the 6th chakra. Oh man, like I was saying before, this is somebody that I have no freaking idea what your guys' question is about, but I keep getting this, like, this is a person who it's weighing heavily on their mind whether or not they're going to kind of stab you in the back, for lack of a better term, and I think that they're going to choose to do it. And this is something shocking because this isn't, you wouldn't expect this from them. And I don't know what it is or why they're wanting to do this. Oof. Somebody here is not happy with you for some reason. Man, that like doesn't even seem like it should make sense with this type of reading, which is odd. We have rest, intuition, and mystery. Okay. God, yeah, I don't even think that you guys are like, you don't even have this person on your radar. I don't think you guys have this person on your radar, but I think if you kind of ask Spirit, ask God, ask whoever who you need to be looking out for, I think you're going to be able to figure this out. Whatever that means for you guys. Oof. That wasn't a fun energy. I like it much better when I get really good, fun energy, but that is just not the case right now. So we are going to go with what Spirit needs you to hear, because it's not about me, it's about you guys. Spirit, so for those who were attracted to pile number 3, what advice can we give them here? Got one of these oracles that popped out. Spirit, do we have anything else for pile number 3? Oop. The whole deck popped out. I don't think you guys want to sit through the whole dang deck. That ain't right. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so we have leap, you go first, the universe will catch you, and keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand behind you. Yeah, and I think this is kind of where some of the chakra stuff was sticking out in me telling you earlier, like you guys are going to win this battle, whatever it is that you're working on, that you're creating, you have this energy in here. I think you guys need to really reach out to Spirit right now. You need to get in touch with yourself, get in touch with your gut, get in touch with your intuition, take a break to do that because it's very important right now. That way you can figure out what it is, what steps you need to take to kind of keep pushing forward, okay? But you need to do it, and things are going to be okay, okay? Yeah, that's the biggest message I have. If you guys have questions or comments, if you resonated with this reading, please comment below, because I'm always curious to see, like, man, what the heck was Spirit talking about? And then have someone be like, oh, this is, you know, super interesting. I'm really curious of like what is going on with you guys here, because this was kind of an off, weird message. Either way, I'm going to stop rambling now. If you like this, please like, comment, subscribe. If you're interested in a personal reading, I do those on a donation basis only. I do not charge a set fee for those. My email is listed in the description box for those. If you want to stick around for another pile, you're more than welcome to go back to those. Otherwise, peace, love, and light, and I will see you guys another time.